Bambalang people are celebrating the annual cultural festival, Sha'atang, which is in its 81st edition today. I know a lot of people will be doubting Bambalang people if they have settled here just for 81 years, but that is not true. The annual cultural festival, it is the time for appeasement of the gods of the land. We do appeasement, we pour libations to our ancestors. And the history of the annual cultural festival, they had been doing it haphazardly over the year. But in the days of Fonmin Gogogomu, that is my grandfather, he organized the annual cultural festival, which now take a period of 1 week. But in the past, it used to come up each time, each traditional ruler who is of late, maybe wants some libations to be poured to its turn. In such cases, they organize the cultural festival to appease that particular late fund in question. But in the days of Fonmin Gogogomu, he discovered that this was going to be time-consuming and probably too much breaks into the economic and socio-cultural activities of the founder. It is in line with this that he organized all the appeasements to be done within a period of 10 days. That is annually. This now stopped the issue of appeasing a particular fund at any point in time. And since he did this organization, we are in the 81st edition today. But if you want to go back to history to know how many times Bambalang people have done the annual cultural festival, it should be over 400 times they have done it. Because Bambalang people have settled here about 500 years ago. They have fought wars with other fondoms around. They migrated to the Banson area. Later on went to the Bamum area. The Bamum area specifically was during the reign of Fon Shomitan I. He left there with his people. He is the one, Fon Shomitan I is the one who finally brought the Bambalang people to this current settlement of the people of Mboyaku. In those days, we had so many, we had the population, but today we can count the population over 45,000 inhabitants, with 27 quarters, which are headed by quarter heads. So we have 27 quarters with 27 quarter heads with a population of over 45,000 inhabitants. Coming to the 81st Annual Cultural Festival, Sha'atang, it's in the 81st edition. The theme of this cultural festival is women and youth, main actors in the preservation of our culture in an emerging Cameroon. This is to show that within the emergence of Cameroon, women and youth are main actors in the preservation of the Bambalang culture within this community. So the women and the youth, they have very active roles, which form more than half of the population of this founder. So they play a very big role in the preservation of the culture in an emerging Cameroon. Yeah, you can hear the Bambalang festival, you can hear other festivals within the Ngoketunjia division. These festivals take 1 day, but the Bambalang festival takes a period of 8 days with 4 days of pure public manifestations. We are today at the 1st of March with going to the shrine, to the secret forest, where it is believed the Bambalang people originated from. So I personally led the priests who originated. They are certainly successors of those who originated from this forest with the fund. That is Fon Mangwa. That is the first fund of this fondom. In relation to other festivals within the division, you discover this festival has 4 days of public manifestations. Meanwhile, other festivals take just 1 day. And in other fondoms, you discover they have the displays within 2 hours highest. The manifestations is finished. But in Boyakum, we commence at about 10 o'clock and it runs right to the evening. And even in the night, there are other traditions that are being performed. So it is a week of very intensive traditional practices.
Ngo be no kwefo abon ho he bo ya bon là. On peut shooter moi ici, shooter moi. Le payer. Après quoi de on fait un peu. Que mon mot ni mot. Il a rien. Absolument, je veux là. Non, non. Quand nous tradition, on a beaucoup ici. C'est nous faisons police, nous faisons ici. Oui, bien, tu vas quoi? Mais tu es là, tu le fais pour un peu. Cabia, oui, Cabia, tu le fais pour un peu. Pas de bon, c'est moi, c'est un jour. Cabia, non? Parce qu'on doit y aller. Mon temps, quoi, puis elle a allé. Oh, le pied là, mon toi, mon pied là, mon tien, toi, pied là, mon patient, pied là, oh, le pied là, oh, le pied là, mon toi, mon pied là, mon temps, quoi, pied là, mon patient, pied là, la conscience, pied là, mon motion, pied là, oh, people show the water. Oh, people make on the wamba. Oh, yeah. Oh, premier Kamaya. Oh, people show the water. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, people show the water. Oh, people make on the wamba. One more fortune to the corner. Some of them want to the corner. Sing one more before the corner. Come on, be touched on the corner. One more fortune to the corner. From the touch on the corner. Come on, be touched on the corner.
Distribution of camwood. What was the essence of it?
Yeah, the camwood you discover in the whole Tika tribes, you discover the wood as blessings. These are blessings we are giving for people today, for fertility, for prosperity, for advancements, and all the good things you can think of. Especially women who have been having difficulties to give birth. If they go to bed with their husbands today, they're certainly going to bear children. So the camwood signifies blessings to the people of Boyaku. The Lapwa Eco-Tourism site. This is a site I came up with. I founded this site in 2010, and I've done a lot of activities there. We're going to visit the site tomorrow, where we are going to see there is going to be canoe racing, there's going to be swimming competition, there's going to be diving competition. So those are the touristic potentials we have at the level of the village. If people hear of the Bambalang fish, the Bambalang fish is actually caught from this water, which came to Bambalang as a result of the Bamingim Dam. When the Bamingim Dam was created, this water came, and it has brought a lot of touristic potentials to the village. The forest we are just coming to see, we are just from seeing. It is part of the eco-touristic potentials of the village, because that is a forest that has been there over the years. You could discover we were moving on these debris and not soil. So it shows the forest has been there for a very long time and a good site of attraction. But the forests we visit only once a year. That is during this annual cultural festival. As we have gone there today, tomorrow you cannot go there any longer. You can just see it from outside. You don't enter there any longer. So we go there once a year.
The first part of it will be the swimming competition. The second one will be the boat competition, and the third, the diving competition. And we hope you can I now call the names of those who will start the swimming competition. We have Madam Amos present. Muiko present. Kolo Fan present. Namakon Ismaila present. Hussein Isangu present. These are the 6 people who are going to start
If you want 150, no 150 correct. I don't think that 50 will become to player to answer. Yes, now 150. Now 150,000 more. I give you 100,000 more. 40 for Mono and Bola and Lulu.
Here, the very first person is Namapong Inosa. He has taken 2 minutes 29 seconds. The second, Dam Amos, has taken 2 minutes 32 seconds. The third, Moitu Ludu, has taken 2 minutes 35 seconds. The fourth, Useni Sango, has taken 2 minutes 37 seconds. The fifth, Namapong Ismaila, has taken 2 minutes 40 seconds. Where's Namapong? Good. And we have Hussein, it's a Kolodi. Kolodi farm has taken the 6th position. Zakari Zaku, Musa Buba, Sango Aruna, Namapong Ibrahim. They will move. They will start from here. We'll go round and turn counterclockwise. We may still accept clockwise direction, clockwise turning.
Ready. Go. The distance from here to the turning point is 4 meters 60. Okay, 460 meters, meaning that the round trip takes a total distance of 920 meters. That is close to a kilometer. And the very first number 4. All right, good. The second position is occupied by Zakari Zaku, who took 5 minutes 3 seconds. And the third, Musa Buba, took 6 minutes 27 seconds. Used to suspend the nets in water. Sometimes when they desire to get mudfish, they want that the net should go right to the ground. They reduce the number of floats and instead increase the number of weights that are introduced. From here, we will be moving to the next competition, which is a diving competition. The winner will surely be the person who takes the least time, the longest time to stay underwater. Come.
And of course, when you go underwater, you have to resist some force. The most important one is upthrust, which is struggling to send you up. And when that upthrust cannot be resisted, and part of the body shows up, it is difficult for us to accept that to place you on that position. It is for that reason that the very first person is Muyitu Ludu. It took 1 minute 30 seconds. Can we clap for him? Second person is Fam Kolon, who took, Alasa Fapong, 1 minute 27 seconds. The third is, we are taking from the time that the head first appeared. Yes, the third is Banjono Enes, who took 1 minute 26 seconds. Then the fourth, Fam Kolon, 1 minute 24 seconds. The water separates. This water body has created over 10 different islands in Bambalang. Bisa Island being just one. We have the Mefuga Island. We have the Keshie Island. We have the Mishie Island, the Meshishe, Keshie, Baya, and so many other islands. And on this water side, different types of fishing, like I indicated, do take place. We just saw the line fishing, where somebody simply needs to come, line the net in water, and then comes back the next day to check. We also have the cast net, which requires that somebody actually takes a net and then throws in water to catch the different fishes that might already be swimming, and then goes back probably in the evening. There is also another type of line fishing that involves a hook, which is used to catch the mudfish. That one requires lining the hook on a long thread and then leaving them underwater. There is also another kind of hook fishing that requires putting a bait on a hook and then placing it in water. That one is also used to catch mudfish. We also have fishing baskets that are used. A bait is placed inside. It could be food item. That one is mostly practiced by women. They place by the water side. The fish is only able to get in but cannot come out. There is also still with the line, with the basket fishing. Some people prefer to take it right into the water, and then they place their baskets there. They come the next day to check. The shiny nature of the basket already acts as a bait for the fish.
Okay. Delicious. People use it to make beads and decorations in the house. So when the water comes, it deposits it and goes back. I was there. Very, very fine. Hallelujah. Wow. Bravo, yeah.